Mattia is a senior at West Creek High School, and Kayla is a junior at Clarksville High School. They're not only outstanding students, but they just received the Military Order of the Purple Heart National Youth Leadership Award. Let's give them a round of applause. We want to invite their leaders to come up as well, and they won this because they had a couple of projects, and so I'm going to ask them to describe their project for everyone so that everybody knows what you've done, and I'm going to ask their leaders to say a word about you and kind of embarrass you a little bit, and then we have certificates for you. So you're first.
I'm Kayla, and I created and designed and donated outdoor musical instruments to a local preschool in my community.
Hi, I'm Mattia, and I would say reconstructed a safe room in my school, in West Creek High School, in their cafeteria specifically. It's called the County Cafe. It was originally, as it was, a safe room, but then due to COVID, change of administrators, it became a storage area, really. And so I understand from my own background of having really bad, basically being diagnosed with PNEE, or psychogenic non-epileptic events, stress and anxiety, and high school students, high school in general, that we all need a safe place. So I reconstructed it.
My name is Nadine Salins. I am one of two leaders for our local troop here in Clarksville. I'm also the mother of Kayla Salins. And, you know, if I could just say something about both these two young ladies. Mattia just graduated, out of high school and headed to college. And Kayla's headed in to be a senior at Clarksville High School. But these two young ladies don't just stand here before you with receiving awards today. They have given hundreds upon hundreds of hours for community service, serving younger kids, serving communities, creating environments and activities, musical instruments that help, from young children into high schoolers, help them feel safe, provide a place for them to grow, to understand who they are, to express their creativity, and to make friends and learn that there is a safe environment in which they can do this. These two girls have given years of their lives to serving their community, to serving their country, and to serving God. And so, for us to stand beside them, it is our honor to serve these girls and to help them when they say, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to give my time, this is where I want to spend hundreds of hours with. We just help them, get them the opportunities, and these two girls have done all this work by themselves. And so it's our honor, and it's humbling for us as leaders and as parents to see children of today actually give of themselves to other people and want to advance other people, want other people to grow and to give more to other people and care more about other people than themselves. And I think something like that isn't just taught, it comes from deep within the heart. So we're very proud of them.
All right. Hi, good evening. My name is Carlene Brown. I am the troop leader this is my counterpart, Nadine, for Troop 571, the Service Unit 87. And first, just let me say, I got to give Middle Tennessee for allowing us, of Girl Scouts, for allowing us to have Girl Scouts here. Because believe it or not, it starts when they're small. But a lot of individuals don't understand what these young ladies have done. They have went through the fire. I call it the fire. So let me explain just real quick, sir, what the Gold Award is about. First of all, they have to have a minimum of 180 hours. That's the minimum. And it took them 2 years. I know it took my daughter 2 years, which is Mattia Brown, and Kayla Celine. But that is what that's about. Then you have to have proof what you did. Then you have to write. You might as well say it's writing a thesis, because it's not mailing it in, it's going through a reporter. So then the other skills, what they have learned from starting as when they were a daisy all the way up until they're an ambassador, is the skills of interacting with all of you, different people, different leadership. So they also had to sit down and get a professional for the area of concentration of their project. Then they had to have an advisor to advise them, and we couldn't be a part of that. So these different skills have ultimately, what they've learned through Girl Scouts, ultimately put them where they're at today. So the awards that they have received is a testimony of what it means when you invest and you go and you actually put to action what you want to do, is why it's so important. It's really important because what they've learned, the skills they've learned today, it's going to transfer into college. So I say today, I thank you all. Mr. Pitts, I thank you. I thank you and your staff and all of you for having us here and to reward them and congratulate them for what they have done, because nobody knows. Trust me, her and I know the crying and to say to give it up. I don't want to do this, I quit. But they didn't. And for them to strive. And the things that they have done on the outside, out Girl Scout. She's in the band. Do you know, let me just say, Kayla also was at the Macy's parade this past Christmas. She was that's what that's about. It's taking those skills. And I would brag on my daughter, but hey, I'm just gonna leave that alone because I'll be biased. But those young ladies that you see in Girl Scouts, this is part of that. And how you doing, Miss Smith? But I say that, and I thank you. Thank you for rewarding them for their accolades.
I really want to thank you two because y'all have supported us through all of this, through the crying, through the anxiety, the stress, us stressing you out. Because when we say we stress them out, the paperwork and everything. Yes, you guys might have not been able to be our advisors, but you are our troop leaders and most importantly, our mothers. So thank you. Thank you. Seriously.
You don't want to say anything else? You can just say ditto, right? Okay. All right. It is my honor to present to Mattia and to Kayla official congratulations on behalf of the City Council and the City of Clarksville for your awards, and just to say thank you for not only what you've done to help others, but for what you're about to do in your future. And we look forward to it, and I hope you'll come back. So let me give these to you, Mattia, and to Kayla. And we have to have a picture. It didn't count. So. Planning Commission public hearing and report is next on our agenda. Councilman Streetman, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mayor. Madam Clerk, will you please read the ordinances before us?
Ordinance 68, 2024-25, first reading. An ordinance amending the zoning ordinance and map of the City of Clarksville, application of Hunter Wynn for a zone change on property south of Sladen Circle as R1 Single Family Residential District to R2 Single Family Residential District. Ordinance 78, 2024-25, first reading. An ordinance amending the zoning ordinance and map of the City of Clarksville, application of David Merrill for a zone change on property located on the northeast corner of the Tiny Town Road and Tobacco Road intersection from R1A Single Family Residential District to C5 Highway and Arterial Commercial District. Ordinance 86, 2024-25, first reading. An ordinance amending the zoning ordinance and map of the City of Clarksville, application of Audrey Short Rothstein for a zone change on a parcel fronting on the south from the north frontage of Rossview Road, approximately 500 plus or minus feet east of the Dunbar Cave Road and Rossview Road intersection from R1 Single Family Residential District to C2 General Commercial District, and ordinance 89, 2024-25, first reading, an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance and map of the city of Clarksville, application of Milan Holdings LLC for a zone change on a lot fronting on the west frontage of Industrial Drive,